Welcome to NGN. I'm Julian. I'm here today with Jason, president of Sparkypants, and he's going to tell us about his new game, Dropzone, which is another game that kind of seems to defy any particular genre. It's a little bit RTS, it's a little bit MOBA. What elements from these two worlds did you bring together to make Dropzone?
So we took the abilities and the positional play of a MOBA, and then we combined them with the need to split your attention across multiple important things that an RTS gives you.
So this game, from the rounds that I've seen so far, it looks like a fast-paced, fun game. It's 15-minute matches, right? Maximum points in that amount of time running around. Something that was interesting when I was learning about this game is it seems you guys developed this specifically for spectators, too, with them in mind. Is that something that was on your mind when you were making it?
So not really, but the way we develop lends itself to that. So from the very beginning, we have what we call the daily game. So we have 2 people play the game, and then the entire studio drops everything and watches them play. So we're always looking at it as spectators.
So with it being a fun game to watch, is this something you're looking to get into in the esports community?
So we love it, obviously. It wasn't something we thought about when we first started the game, and we can't make it an esport, but we can certainly put all the hooks in. And so the more people view it that way, 15-minute matches, it lends itself great to tournaments. So we can run a 16-person tournament in an hour. So we put in, as part of that, we built in a tournament system that's ad hoc that you can run at any point, and that'll be coming out soon. And it works fantastic because you have the 15-minute time limit.
With this game, you've got the different classes, right? And it's supposed to be approachable still, even with the different aspects that traditionally have to control in an RTS. It's free to play, right? Yep. The fear every time I hear the words free to play is in my head, I tack on the words pay to win. Is that going to be the case with Dropzone?
Oh, we hope not. So we don't come from a free to play background. We come from a retail background, and so it's really important to us as players and as developers that it's not pay to win. So we thought about what are the best aspects of free-to-play, and to us that's that a player can really make it into a hobby, that you can develop your skills along with the different things that you're bringing into it from the paying mechanic or the earning mechanic. And so we hope that players will be able to combine these things in different ways where it takes into account their skill, but no piece of gear, for example, is necessarily much better than the other. It's just different, and it brings a different way of playing.
So this is also a game where, like you said, you can level up your characters over time, but you also have to level them up in-game as you play along, right? Are you thinking about how to make this as variable, like how to have as many strategies as possible? Is that something you consider when you make this game?
Oh yeah, so one of the big mechanics that goes on is that you're actually defining the abilities on your heroes. So you're bringing 3 heroes into the game and you're putting gear on them that defines those abilities. So there's this a huge part of the game is figuring out what do you want to put on them to take in, how is that going to play with your skills. So you might have a more powerful piece of gear, but it unlocks at a later point in the game. So you have to put more points into it. It's going to unlock later in the game, and you have to decide that you're actually going to plunge those points into it. You also might find that a piece of gear is a little bit better, but it requires a lot more skill. It's a skill shot, so you're unlikely to pull it off as much. So you have to weigh that against your own skill set, and that whole meta game plays all the way through it.
So this game being kind of that hybrid, do you think it's going to be more appealing to RTS players or MOBA players?
We hope both, but we definitely took it from the perspective of a group that loved RTS and we weren't playing them anymore, and we said, what kind of RTS would we play now? And Dropzone is that game. So, but we think it's got a mix that will appeal to both.
So when's this game out?
We're hoping to be an open beta by the end of the year, but it may follow into the next year.
Well, great. So if you guys are fans of MOBAs, RTSs, and you guys have quite a pedigree too, right?
Yeah, back then, we have basically the core leadership from a lot of doing RTS games at Big Huge. Yeah. And that's how we got together and decided we wanted to do this type of game.
Well, it's got a great pedigree behind it, some RTS, some MOBA, and sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for talking with us today, Jason.